Hello guys, I'm Kirtana Nagraj, roll number 2001016 from section A, and I'll be talking about the income inequality in India. So in recent years, India has joined the list of the most unequal countries based on the new India Human Development Survey, which provides data on income inequality. For the first time, India scores a level of income equality lower than Russia, the US, China, and Brazil. India is the second most unequal country globally, with millionaires controlling 54% of its wealth. In India, the richest 1% own 53% of the country's wealth, and the other top 10% have 73.6%. At the other end of the pyramid, the poorer half hold only 41% of the national wealth. India's richest 1% used to own only 36.8% of the country's wealth in 2000, while the other share of top 10% was owning 65.9%. Since then, they have steadily increased their share of the pie. The share of the top 1% now exceeds 50%. The most obvious conclusion to be drawn is that economic reforms have relatively benefited a tiny group at the top of the Indian income pyramid. The big difference between China and India is, in fact, the middle 40% in India got 23% of the increase in national income since 1980, while the same group in China got 43%, a massive gap of 20 percent points. This difference of 20 percentage points was largely captured by the top 1% in India. The top 1% in India has done extremely well, but the Chinese middle have been benefited far more than the Indian middle. So, as we know, we can see a continuous rise in economic inequality in India, but it is not inevitable. It is the result of policy choices. Government can start reducing inequality by rejecting market fundamentalism, opposing the special interest of powerful elites. They need to implement reforms that redistribute money and power. Specifically, two main areas where changes to policy could boost the economic equality is taxation and social spending. Progressive taxation is where corporation and the richest individuals pay more to the state in order to redistribute resources across the society. The role of taxation in reducing inequality has been clearly documented in developing countries. Taxation can play a progressive role or a regressive role depending on the policy choices of the government. Other is the social spending. Social spending on public services such as education, health, and social protection is also important. Evidence from more than 150 countries, the richer and the poor, and from over about 30 years show that overall investment in public services and social protection can tackle inequality. So, how to reduce inequality? Promotion of labor intensive manufacturing. The failure to promote labor intensive manufacturing, such as construction, textile, clothing, footwear, etc., is a single main reason for raising inequality. The labor intensive manufacturing has the potential to absorb millions of people who are leaving farming. The proportion of the labor force in agriculture has come down, but the who have left farms have not got jobs in modern factories or offices. Most are stuck in tiny informal enterprises. If India could somehow reverse this trend and promote labor intensive manufacturing, then inequality could fall. More inclusive growth. The promotion and adoption of inclusive growth agenda is the only solution to the rising inequality problem. Economic growth, which is not inclusive, will only exacerbate inequality. Skill development. The development of advanced skill among youth is a prerequisite if India wants to make use of its demographic dividend. The skilling of the youth by increasing investment in education is the only way we can reduce inequality. India needs to become a skilled economy. Equal opportunities to all. The government may devise and set up some sort of machinery which may provide equal opportunities to all rich and the poor in getting employment or starting their own trade or industry. In other words, something may be done to eliminate the family influence in matter of choice of a profession. For example, the government may institute a system of liberal stipend and scholarship so that even the poorest in the land can acquire the highest education and technical skill. This is how income inequality can be tackled by India and the nation together. That's it for now. Thank you.